Everybody here at the monthly event. Pleasure to be a judge as well. I'd like to recognize two individuals who have been very generous with the introductions. One is Alan Lim. I think he was seated here a moment ago. Thank you for inviting me here to the event. And Dr. Siva is here as well. Thank you, Dr. Siva, for the kind introductions since I've been to Malaysia this week and also to the community. My name is Vijay, and I'm with Techstars. Just by a show of hands, how many of you have heard of the brand Techstars? Just maybe about 5, 6. Okay, that's great. So I have an audience here tonight. A brief introduction. I'm the managing director at Techstars, but many of the managing directors that we have at Techstars are entrepreneurs. So I've been an entrepreneur for the last 30 years. Have built different businesses, manufacturing, retail, property development, failed investments, VC funds, to name a few. So a gentleman mentioned, but he had 9 failures investments. I've done worse than that. But I also serve in several organizations in leadership capacities. I've been involved in the Entrepreneurs Organization. Prior to joining Techstars, I was based in Washington D.C. I was the CEO of the Entrepreneurs Organization, which is the world's largest network of entrepreneurs for scale-ups. Also the Young Presidents Organization. And I've also served on several boards of public companies, as well as board of trustees of the university in the UK, Richmond University. And I've been quite around. I've actually grown up in Kuala Lumpur. Have operated in Singapore, Australia, Hong Kong, London, DC, and now I'm based in Abu Dhabi. So part of my mission here today, this week, is actually to look for Malaysian companies, startups that have potential to scale globally. I'm here to invest, I'm here to mentor companies and work with the communities such as yourself to help you get there. But before I do that, I just want to take a moment to walk you through a few things that I think is interesting for what we do at Techstars and where I think there's a lot of complementary value that we can potentially collaborate on. So the first thing is Techstars is a very young company. Our mission is to help entrepreneurs succeed by helping them, quite simply. We've got 3 core businesses. Quite simply, we have the first track of business is community programs called Startup Weekends. And we will probably be the largest community-led organization in the world today through the Startup Weekends. We are present in 1,500 cities around the world with 4,000 events annually. And the mission there is to help entrepreneurs, budding entrepreneurs to start a business, get them to pitch, as you heard on the stage earlier. And that's happening around the world. The second is corporate innovation programs. We have 50, 60 corporate partners, Fortune 500 companies that we work with. They pay us a fee, and we help them disrupt their own industry sectors. So either it could be an in-house accelerator program, it could be a design thinking, creative boot camp that we help them disrupt. And this happens pretty much mostly in North America and Europe. And the third business we do, which is really where most of the money is the accelerator programs. We, back in 2007, started this idea of a 3-month mentorship-driven accelerator program, which became the industry gold standard today. We kind of outsource our playbook, and around the world, I think now you'll probably find about 4,000 accelerators. So one of the things that we've learned is that we truly believe in helping founders succeed. By just giving them time and support, we've seen amazing things happen to a lot of these startups. And I'd like to share a few examples with you, if I may. Because I'm based in Abu Dhabi, I'm now working with Ventures. Mubadala is the sovereign wealth fund of Abu Dhabi. It's equivalent of Khazanah here in Malaysia, or Temasek. So that's a relationship that I manage. And we're launching a new program at the Hub 71. This is fashioned around the Station F in Paris. Most of you may have heard. It's going to be one of the largest startup ecosystem in the Middle East. Mubadala Investment Company has assets of over $250 billion. Their investments in 12 different strategic assets, including defense, semiconductors, healthcare, medical, including energy sectors, and some of the largest growth investments in power plants, and of course technology. But what is of interest to you here today is that they are one of the second largest investors in the SoftBank's Vision Fund. $15 billion is what they're putting. So, back to Techstars. We are a young organization. We are now having about 200 plus employees around the world. We're very decentralized. We have operated about close to 20 countries today. We've funded already 2,000 plus companies. This year we'll probably have 2,400 companies. And the nice thing that we've seen in the last 10 years is that we've seen close to 200 exits by way of M&As. We have a couple of IPOs in the New York Stock Exchange, but most of the exits happen by M&A. We have two sources of funds. The first source of funds is through our LPs, companies like Morgan Stanley, University of Texas. We have a lot of serial entrepreneurs who are putting money in our funds. Those early investors actually have their return on the capital before in the first 5 years. So today we're sitting on the residual value of our shares, which is over 2,000 companies, valued at close to $25 billion. So our LPs are really happy because they got the money back and sitting on a value on the market cap of $25 billion. Many of these names that you see out here are corporate partners, Ford, SAP, Alexa, and many of these corporate partners that we work with are very specifically working on certain verticals. So for example, you think of mobility, we're trying to solve pain points in the mobility space in partnership with Ford. If it's fintech, we're solving it in Barclays Bank in New York, Tel Aviv, and in Boston. We have a partnership with GE, NASA, and Lockheed Martin for aviation and space, for example. So every sector you can think of, we have a program and we are solving problems in those industry sectors. So on the right here is some of the unicorns that we've seen coming out of the Accelerator program. Many of these companies have been around for maybe less than 10 years, so perhaps 5 to 7 years. If you take, for example, are there any Star Wars fans in the crowd? Yeah. No Star Wars fans? All Star Wars fans? A couple of Star Wars fans. So if you watch the latest movie, you know the robot BB-8 that rolls around. So that's made by a company called Zero. Zero is a robotics company that we incubated, and they did a deal with Disney, and today it's a $500 million company. Buildpack was acquired by Amazon last year for $1 billion. Sangrid was listed in the New York Stock Exchange. They do email marketing at a valuation of 1.3. We acquired by Twilio. Twilio is not listed here for $3 billion 2 years ago. So just these companies alone are valued now about $75 to $80 billion itself. So over the last 10 years, we put together an amazing network of mentors, investors, as well as founders who have been successful and thriving. I should say one interesting factor that I think will blow your mind away. You know that the tech industry is really dynamic and it's really competitive, right? Doing a startup is not easy. Yes, I think a lot of founders will agree. Typically in the first 3 years, they say that 90% of the companies fail, right? But the companies that we've invested with, 90% of them are still thriving, only 10% fail. So that's interesting to see because the selection of what we do with the founders and how we can provide continuous support is really where I think the secret sauce is. So we typically look at the Accelerator program, like in just a couple of minutes, for some of you who might be interested. We take 10 companies. I personally will review with my colleagues about close to 800 to 1,000 applications a year. I meet about 250 company founders every year. There's about 10, 25 a week. And we finally make a decision of owning 10 companies. And that's the kind of hyper-competitiveness that we see in terms of selecting companies. We provide a 3-month mentorship program, more like a boot camp. All founders get to a location, whether it's Abu Dhabi, Singapore, or New York, and we provide them a lot of support, including the funding of $120,000. And they get access to our global network. Typically, the 3-month program is this. I think many of you have seen an Excel program. We provide a lot of mentorship support. We validate their hypothesis. We invest the business model and check the assumptions. And then we get them to execute very, very rapidly. And they said that what you do at Techstars Accelerator program in 3 months is typically what a company does in 2 years. And then finally, we set them up for success in terms of fundraising. So what are we looking for here? We're looking for really smart teams with great so-called domain knowledge expertise. We're looking for strong CTOs that are building technology companies. And we're also looking at companies that, irrespective of whether they are ideation or doing Series A, we are pretty much sector agnostic. And I think what we personally like about founders is their grasp around the subject matter issues. So if they're trying to solve a pain point, we want to know that they really understand those subject very well. That doesn't maybe bad experience or maybe they've been in a corporate and they see the data sets that really are driving them to make these decisions to get involved in the business very passionately. So we don't care whether you have an idea, a POC, an MVP, or traction in the customer base. More than importantly, we will make sure that you have a good business sense to execute. What I particularly like is I'm looking for companies in anything in the area of disrupting, energy, infrastructure, real estate, smart cities, utilities, cybersecurity, blockchain, very broad. Because I think where we can leverage our corporate partnerships is to help you guys in those sectors to get access to corporate development opportunities, POCs, and planners. So that's it. And a question I'm often asked is, what is the deal? It's usually $20,000 to 6% of the common stock plus $100,000 in convertible note. But remember that it's really less about the financial dollars. It's more about the intangibles that you get in terms of helping the startups, say in the case of fundraising, to have a Techstars partner, an institutional partner at Techstars to back you up, to open up the doors, to give you introductions. It goes a very long way to help these companies. That's it. I want to take the opportunity again to thank Alan and Trisha for the opportunity to share what Techstars is, and it's a pleasure to be here.